This video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball's app makes it easy to keep up to date with transfer news, scores and stats all in the one place. To download the OneFootball app, click the link in the description. The app is free.
Do you like a football team that is well informed, that is well managed, that's well coached, that's well disciplined, that has fight, desire, ambition and passion? Do you want to see a team that plays within itself and knows its strengths and its weaknesses and does its best to imprint on a game its strengths and takes precautionary measures so their weaknesses don't get exploited? Do you like your team to have players in all 11 positions that fit the system that the manager is trying to work with and the personnel to get it done? Today we saw that by the away team that beat us 3-1 at Goodison Park. So what do we do about this one? What do we talk about? Do we talk about our defensive frailties and our defensive lapses in concentration, or concentration for that matter all over the field is piss poor? Do we talk about the offense that looks clueless, inept, slow, boring? Do we talk about the manager who makes bad decision after bad decision? Do you want to talk about the drive, the ambition, the passion, and the heart of our players? Why would we talk about that? We could have talked about that after the Newcastle game. We could have talked about that after the Cardiff game. We could have talked about that after the Bournemouth game. We could have talked about that after the Millwall game. And we did. So what else is there to talk about? What is new that we can talk about as a solution to the problems that we're facing as a football team right now? As a club right now? The team that beat us today beat us 3-1. But they absolutely spanked us off the park. And you look at them from top to bottom. Where do you want to start? Their defense? Their two centre backs? Well, there were three centre backs, seeing as they play three. But look at Connor Cody. Look at Bolly. Look at the other guy. I forget his name. I apologize. Solid. Dependable. Good communication. Can put in the tackle. Can put in the challenge. Can use every little bit of intellect that they can to get a little bit of advantage on the players. Excellent. Excellent. You look at their left back. Left wing back. Technically very skilled. Pacey. Can pick a pass, can make a tackle. And then you look at their right back, Doherty. What does he do? What do we see if you watch Wolves games, what do you see that man do? He gets assists. He gets goals. He causes the left back for whichever team he's playing all types of nightmares. You look in the middle, you look at João Moutinho, you look at Ruben Neves. Two different players with two completely different skill sets at the end of the day, but it works. It works. João Moutinho doing what he's supposed to do, laying it off, passing it back, flipping it over, flipping it around. Game management, always talking to his players, looks like a leader out there on the pitch. Ruben Neves, unpredictable, great creative talent. And you look up top, Jimenez, leading the line, doing what a center forward's supposed to, holding the ball up, chasing things in behind. And then you've got little Johnny, running around like a crazy man, picking the ball up deep, going long, going out wide, making space, doing stuff for the players around and bringing them into play so they can cause all types of havoc with our defense. And we could see that on paper. That's what Wolves do. And like I said, they have no problem, whether they're at home, whether they're away. Nuno puts them out because he believes in them, he believes in what he's doing, he believes in his tactics, and they do the same thing all the time. Can't be that difficult to scout. Can't be that difficult to predict. And how do we stop that? How do we stop, for example, their right wing back from causing us all types of trouble today? We start Leighton Baines. Leighton's a fighter. Leighton is a club legend. Lots of love, respect, and everything for Leighton Baines. Right here, baby. But you should not have started the game today, sir. Marco Silva should not have just looked at that and said, oh, he's willing to fight. He's a fighter. That's what that's what the supporters and the crowd and all the fans are screaming out for. Is passion, desire, willingness to get stuck in, willingness to fight for the team. This wasn't the game for it, Marco. And I don't care if Bain said, I'm ready to go out there, I want to fight, I'm an Evertonian until I die. Shouldn't have started the game. Their right wing back is too much of a player to put a 90% injured player out there. 80%, maybe 50%, I don't know. But John Joe Kenny is a solid 7 out of 10 in that position. He's not our first choice, he's not our second choice, but he was a lot better than what we had on offer today. And what else do we want to talk about? You want to talk about how we fall asleep defensively? How we make bad defensive decisions? How we don't ever win the first ball? How we barely ever win the second ball? How every single set piece that the team has against us, we sit on the edge of our seats, or we just throw our hands in the air and say, oh, well, this is 1-0. Oh, this is a goal. Oh, that's going in. Can't talk about that because that happens every week. So what do we talk about? I don't know. The only thing I can come up with is talking about how absolutely outstanding Wolverhampton Wanderers today were. They are the 7th best team in this division, bar none. We're not. We might not even be in the top 10 right now. For overall play style, overall entertainment value, overall ambition and direction of the club for this season, what we look like, we're no better than Bournemouth. We're no better than Watford. And we're definitely not better than Wolverhampton Wanderers. Those are facts. There's too much negativity to talk about. You know, the positive of this game for me is I've been screaming out in the chat and wherever Evertonians can be found on the internet. I scream out week in, week out for Gomez to hit a screamer at Goodison Park. Today he did. And today I realized that yes, indeed, I am an Andre Gomez fanboy. I am. I was gassing off that goal for 10 minutes. I like to see players that I enjoy do well. But that was the only shining light in the whole game today. Well, obviously besides the 7 or 8 minutes of a black cat running around Goodison Park. The memes that will come from that one. Anyways, I would say shocking performance, but it's not shocking. I would say surprising lack of ambition, drive, and heart from the players, but I'm not. I could say that there's things to work on, and there are, and there's a lot. I wish I could say that, chin up, lads, let's go at them again next game, but we're not Man City. Come on. I haven't turned a game off of an Everton game since the 5-2 thrashing that we took from Arsenal last season. If we show up and do what we did today against Manchester City, we might get hit for 6. We might get hit for 6. And I won't enjoy that. Even the cynical, sadistic side of me won't enjoy that. Because Manchester City, they're obviously a cut above. And we're cut from nothing.